Hello everyone. Say hi when you come on, so I'm not talking to myself. Don't be shy. Hi Jenny. How you doing, gorgeous? I have some amazing news. I'm doing a live tonight, and I'll tell you more details in a minute, but just a little cheeky teaser. It involves Tony. He's agreed. Fool. So I'm just going to give people a couple of minutes just to come on. I want to share with you, I've had a request this morning to share some winter skin tips. So while I was having a slobby morning with no makeup on, I thought I could show you a couple of things. And I also want to big up a product that I discovered this week. I'm perhaps a little bit behind the times, and you'll all say, oh, we're all using that already. It's a non-unique product, I might add. So I'm not averse to promoting a good product if it's oh, sorry, I'm just defluffing my hairbrush. Sorry, it's grim, isn't it? So I'm not averse to promoting a product. If it's good, I'll shout about it. I don't care who made it. So hello, hello. Come on, say hello when you come on. It's a grim Saturday. It was afternoon now, isn't it? We've had quite a late start. I got up, did some work, and just not long showered. So right, shall I start? Come on, say hello when you come on, so that I'm not like a Wally talking to myself. Right, shall we talk about, first of all, this product that I've discovered this week? Shall I? It's a hair product. Now, before you all say, yeah, but your hair's a mess, love. Can I just show you something? Right. You're probably all using this already. This is fairly new for me, but can I don't, look. Who uses this? Hi, Carrie. Thank you for your suggestion this morning on winter skin. That's coming up, but I just had to big this stuff up. Who's tried this? Now, I don't mean dry shampoo is new to me, because when you're a mum, dry shampoo is my friend. Dry shampoo is my friend. Oh God, can't get my words out. This stuff though, this Batiste, is that how you say it? Batista? But anyway, so not only is this dry shampoo with show-stopping heavenly volume. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think I have heavenly volume, but what I would say is it's given the roots a bit of a boost. And it does what any, I used to use the Tresemme one, which is fine. Here we go, there's a name drop for you, Tresemme. I don't mind a bit of Tresemme. But this one, not only does it smell a bit nicer, they do different scents, which I thought was a bit odd. Like, that smells quite nice actually. That one says, Dry Shampoo Plus, Show-Stopping Heavenly Volume. But, look, I'm just going, but it won't work now while I'm showing you. I've had a little go this morning, but look, give it a little bit of a shake. Do that. Try not to gash yourself. So I'm really just going for my roots, and then just give it a little bit of, and you're supposed to sort of, like that, sort of massage, I think that's how you do it, massage it in. I mean, on the picture she's doing this. But do a little bit on here as well. Now, my roots are particularly bad at the minute. They're not particularly greasy at the minute, but because I'm due some highlights. So I've got my appointment in the diary just before the Christmas party. But you see what I mean? It's sort of giving it a woof woof, a woof. You can't beat a hair woof. So first of all, that's the first thing. I'm trying to massage it into my roots, and it's definitely giving it a zhuzh. So you like that word? You can use that word today, a zhuzh. You like it too, Carrie, right? I mean, is it this one that you use though, or just like any dry shampoo? Because this one with the volume is the Mutts Nuts, which is another saying I've learnt recently, which I love, without having to say the naughty words. Right, so that was the first thing I wanted to show you. So not just dry shampoo, because I appreciate we're all probably using that, but this It's dry shampoo plus. Amazing. Go get it. It wasn't cheap. It's like, was it like 4 or 5? No, it says me, tightwad. I think it's about 4 or 5 quid, but it's big. Look, it's, give you an idea. There's our cleanser. So anyway, what is it? How big is that? It's 400 ml. So it's going to last. I don't use it every day, obviously. It's just on minging days when I can't be bothered to wash my hair. But it didn't actually need a wash. It's just, I think it's because it's due some, it's due highlights. So obviously you've got some serious rootage going on there. So if I just back up rather than show you too closely. Anyway, so that was the first thing I wanted to show you. Perfect for mummies on the go when you can't be doing your hair. So anyway, I'm just going to tuck it back behind my, anyway, it looks a mess again now. Right, so I move on. Right, I had a request this morning from Miss Carrie Knight. Thank you, my lovely. Winter skin. Now, the only thing I've got on my skin this morning, just to frighten you all, I used our Royalty skincare. I like this one, Pore Purifying. Now this one, I won't baffle you with the science, mainly because I don't know it very well, but it's got tiny little, like, can you use the word micropores? You know the little kind of, it's not like really, it's not really scrubby, but it does have fairly gentle little beads in it. And so what I find, especially this time of year, now don't get me wrong, this is a fairly new product, so before Unique brought one out in their range, I was using somebody else's, but this I really like, because I liked the Unique cleansers, but this I'm really loving. So this is the Pore Purifying Cleanser. So I use it most days, and I say this time of year it's great because it just, like, you know, the change in temperature, like you're inside with the heating on, sorry to admit, I've got the heating on, and then you go outside and it's cold, and then you go back inside, and it's that sort of change in temperature. Chances are, oh, I've just got water all over me because I just squeezed the thing. Chances are as well, your skin being a bit drier, or it's prone to more breakouts because of the change in temperature. You know, your skin can't decide, you know, how moist it's going to be, how, you know, so it's working up against the elements, so it's kind of trying to decide what's best. So I find it comes really dry because I'm sort of going from one to the other. So yeah, first things first, use a good cleanser. If not ours, something like this, great. And then what I like to do is, now this stuff is magic. Now, arguably, it's magic, but it's not that magic. I have used this morning, and I use it just sort of under here on my eyes. Mixing bicarb of soda with your cleanser base. Oh, get you. That's quite interesting, because I've got some of the old cleanser left. So what I might do is kind of turn it into a pore purifying cleanser by doing just that. So I might do that. And that's a great tip. Thank you, Jenny. I'll certainly try. Now this stuff, going back to the, this is the Instant Lifting Serum. Now this stuff I use across my forehead here, and I just sort of dab it. Now obviously I've got baggy eyes because I'm old. But honestly, when I tell you, that's better than it was. Now this stuff is temporary, in that you put it on in the morning and it will lift everything generally. So it'll even out sort of your laughter lines, and so I put a bit here, and I always put it here. So it's for crow's feet, so it's all kind of along here. So while I've got bags, I don't think the wrinkles are doing too badly. So I use a little bit of that. That goes under your cleansers. You put that on first, and then ideally you'll wait half an hour because that needs to work its magic. So I put that on probably over half an hour now. And then, now this has all been rebranded because this is an old one. Not old as in old, but this one is the Divine Moisturiser. Now I prefer this to the day cream simply because, well, especially, I know technically you're supposed to put SPF on even in the winter. I don't judge me. We do a day cream now in this range, in the Royalty range, but I'm sticking with my cleanser because I have quite, it's a combination skin now. It used to be very oily, but as I've gotten a bit older, it's sort of mixed, which is okay. Made my peace with that. So I like the Divine Moisture Moisturiser. Divine Moisture. Can't get my words out today, but it has, like I say, it's all been repackaged. So you know, if you were to order this today, it would look a bit like this. It's in a purple tube. Same stuff. So you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. So, and you'll hear my skin go. And I find that this is not greasy. you like the day cream, huh? It feels a bit greasy on me, if I'm honest. But I mean, that could be because I put too much on, or. But to be honest, I'm quite happy. I put the moisturiser on in the morning. Then if I'm out in the sunshine, I put a bit of sun cream on, just a little bit. I mean, not a lot, but that kind of works for me. But I mean, that's the thing with skin. It's, you know, you can't get something that's going to suit everyone. You've got to sort of look at what you've been given and sort of tweak it, you know, in terms of like almost like a prescription facial, I guess. Right, so that is my moisturiser, my serum. Cleansed, moisturised, my serum. Good start. I can feel my skin going, feels good. What I should have just pointed out, actually, I'm not going to do it now. The detox, the detox mask, oxygenate your skin. So this time of year again, it's going to work wonders. I use that a couple of times a week. Usually bedtime, not for no other reason other than it's when I've got 5 minutes to myself, and it only takes 5 minutes, which is what I like about it. A lot of the masks, you know, you almost need half an hour to put it on and go lay in a bath or whatever, which if you're a busy mum, who's got time for that? So I quite like that this, you know, like I said, I put it on, you know, at bedtime, do my teeth, and then take it off. So I mean, it only needs to be on 5 minutes to work its magic. And then I quite like that my skin is then clean and then left overnight before I put anything back on it, other than a bit of night cream. But whereas, you know, if you do it in the morning or during the day, you then probably will put makeup on straight away, which is fine. But I like to keep it, once you've you've got your nice, clean, oxygenated, purified face. I don't want to put anything back on it. So the Divine isn't moisturising enough for me. I'm older than you. You're not much older than me, Jenny. Bless you. But thank you. Yeah, but that's the thing. That's why there is so many different products. There are 2 cleansers, but I like the pore purifying one. There's a moisture boost one as well. There are 2 serums, again, depending on, you know, what you're going to use it for. But that one is more instant. Yeah, so I like to kind of, you know, mix and match it up a little bit. And, you know, whenever I'm talking to a potential client, I always try and get out of it what they're looking for. You know, are they worried about crow's feet? Are they looking for a little bit of an exfoliator in their skincare? Do they have dry skin? Do they have breakouts? And so on and so on. And that's kind of the beauty of it, really. And there's kind of something for everyone. Now, we've done mask. Well, I say done mask. We've talked about mask. We've talked about cleanser. We've talked about serum. This is fairly new to our range. This is the lip exfoliator. Now, for this time of year, now we're talking winter skin. This time of year, I don't know about you, your lips are all kind of cracked, and whether you can see, lips are all cracked and just generally not nice. But this stuff, it's like a, look, I'll show you. When I've been using it, you can tell. It's a bit like a push-up lip. It's a twist lipstick styly. But I mean, obviously, it's sugary. So can you see? It's like little particles. You can see it on the side there, really. So what do I do with this? Now, I like to use this primarily before bed. Again, part of the skin, I literally have it on my bedside table and I just put a bit on. And then all you need to do is a bit of this. And it will, you know, and you don't need to wash it off or wipe it off or anything like that. Obviously, if you're going to be doing it like this time of day, and then you're going to be putting some face on, which I'm not going to do all this live instantly, but you're obviously going to want to wipe off any excess because it does leave a bit, it's like butter, it's buttery sugar, if you imagine. So you're going to want to wipe it off to put any, because obviously you're going to be left with quite an oily kind of residue, which if you're doing it before bed is not a problem, but if you're going to put more product on, like a lip stain or a lipstick or a splash matte lipstick, whatever it may be, you're going to want to get rid of that kind of, you know. So here goes. Ready? I need a little mirror, really. Hang on. Don't suppose you need a mirror, but I'm just... So, twisting it up, you see? And can you see it's kind of... And then just with my finger, this is the exfoliator, so it's a gentle... It tastes really nice too. So this just, I try and do this a couple times a week. I know a lot of girls do it more regularly. And then, because it's not before bed, I could, there's a tiny little bit still left, but it's lovely. It's like I said, like butter. Not in taste, I mean in feel. It feels really creamy and buttery. So you could just leave that But because I'm going to be putting more product on, like I say, not all live, but I'm going to use a cloth just to take off the excess, because it does feel quite gritty. They feel really good. Now, while that's great for winter skincare, we're talking about looking after your lips, obviously, in the winter. I would recommend that you do that before, if you're going to, depending on what lip product you're going to use in terms of makeup, I would suggest you do that more regularly if you're going to be using one of the more staying of lip products. So, for example, I know that's not quite the right word, but if you're going to be using a lip stain or the lip splash, where they last all day long, you are going to get much better results if your lips are kind of primed and prepped, and even some people put a little bit of primer over the top, so that makes a real difference too. So yeah, that'll make it stay a lot better. So we've talked cleanser, we've talked moisturizer, we've talked serum, we've talked about the mask a couple of times a week. That will, you know, set your face up nicely. And we've talked about the lip exfoliator. Now, like I say, the lip exfoliator are good if you're going to be using one of these boys, which I'm not, because obviously I've not got no face on at the minute. So we've got Splash, these two, my two favourite splashes, and the two lip stains. They will just, it will just hold a bit better. What else? So the other thing I would recommend you do, whatever base you use, this stuff is amazing. This is primer. Now, if I just, you don't need a lot, because what this is going to do, this is going to form a barrier on your face, in a good way. So if you're putting on BB cream, or you are putting on foundation or cream or powder in terms of the base, you know, your foundation base, this will mean you get much more out of your product. This will, as the word primer suggests, it's going to prime your skin. Like when you paint a wall, you wouldn't dream of, well, you shouldn't dream of painting your wall without priming. So that is going to even out skin imperfections, or some of them anyway. It's going to give your makeup something to cling to, so it will last a bit longer. And it will form a barrier, as I say. We talked about, you know, what the winter, what this sort of weather and this season does to our skin, and it's not great. So that should start to even out all my skin imperfections, hopefully not too many, but yeah. And then, depending on, I like the BB cream, so I'm just going to, there goes my hairbrush. I'm just going to use the BB cream. Unless I'm having a breakout, I tend to stick with this rather than foundation, because I don't have too many breakouts. So, and that can just go straight on over your primer. So we've talked about, I'll just put a little bit of this on so I'm not scaring anybody. We've talked about cleanser. So we're talking winter skin. For those that have just come on, we're talking winter skin. We've talked about cleansing. We've talked about moisturising. We've talked about, what else we talked about? We talked about lip exfoliating to get rid of the dead cells on your lips, which I'll say this time of year is amazing. Let me just get some of that going on. Yeah, I do it a couple of times a week. We've talked about using a primer underneath your, well, you should use it any time of year, to be honest, because you get a lot more out of your products as well. Because if you think about it, if you use, you know, you use a BB cream or a foundation to get a good base to even out your skin tone, right? So if you even it out with a primer first, you're not going to need so much of your, and the primer's not coloured or anything, it's just magic, really. So it's just going to even out everything in your redness. I always use it now. I never ever used to use it before Younique, but you know, it's definitely worth thinking about. So come on ladies, share with me your tips. Let's make this 2 ways. What do you do winter skin wise? What's your biggest complaint this time of year? Is it dry skin? Is it central heating to cold weather? Yes, you're dead right. Primer is definitely the way. And as I say, I'm a complete convert now. So, you know, at first when, you know, someone tells you, oh, you'd like a foundation, you need the concealer to go with it. Sorry, you need the primer to go with it. Part of me would think, oh my goodness, you're joking, aren't you? That's more money to spend. But then when you actually see that it's better, now I don't even apologise now. If somebody wants that flawless finish and they want to get more out of it, although obviously the primer costs you, so you are spending more, your foundation is going to last you so much longer. So for those of you that have just joined late, and I know you'll catch it on the replay, but I'm going to big this stuff up again. This is my non-unique recommendation. Oh my God. Amazing stuff. Not just dry shampoo plus. Dry shampoo plus gives it a bit of a zhuzh. Now I know it's not great hair at the moment, but you should have seen it before I did that. But yeah, so how are we doing? Lips feel great. So we talked to lip exfoliator. Those of you that have come on a bit later, we've lip exfoliated. But you can obviously catch that on the replay once I'm done. My I always get dry. It's around my eyes that gets driest. I think because I'm obviously putting more product on, I guess. What do you think? I'm another fan of the bicarb soda mixed with... Oh, that's interesting too. I've had people do it with sugar, like just like a normal sugar, like a scrub. But I'd be a bit worried. I would be a little bit worried that it'd be a little bit harsh. But and then this stuff just sets the BB cream really. So this is by no means my whole face I'm doing today, obviously. So while you're all here, I also have some exciting news. I'm doing another live video tonight, Saturday night. Rock and roll lifestyle that I lead with a 2-year-old. So I'm home on a Saturday night, and just putting a little bit of what I'm going to be doing later on tonight, if I get enough interest. I should be going live, and Tony is going to be joining me. That's husband, for those of you that don't know Tony. Bronzer in a C shape, people. Chin, hairline. Right, blend. I've just thought there's one thing I haven't showed you, winter skin wise. Right, lip bonbon. Now these feel incredible on. These are basically tinted lip balm. So these are like your lip sil, but they're not really waxy and like taste very nice. Now these are named after one of our founders, Melanie, great name. It's her favourite. She's based in the US. Her favourite American desserts. So we've got cherry cobbler, we've got velvet cake, we've got, what have we got? Chocolate truffle. We've got raspberry cheesecake, we've got vanilla milkshake, we've got, what else? I think I might be all of them. The 5 or 6 maybe. Anyway, so this one is cherry cobbler. Now they're all hints of colour, so even, I'm not going to get a massive cherry colour out of this, so don't worry. These are basically tinted lip balm. And they're much bigger than you'd think. They remind me of those sweets that you have as a kid. Remember those? Remember those as kids? They're like little lipstick lolly type things. But now these, just this time of year when you're not, you know, not necessarily going out anywhere. Just a hint of colour. It's not a fancy applicator. I tend to have it in my pocket. And you don't even need a mirror, because it is just creamy, nourishing. My eyes look a bit weird now, don't they? Because I've got no, let's put a little bit of, wow, after my response yesterday with green eyeshadow, oh sorry, green eyeliner, I'm going to do it again. Just, oh, I might need a sharpener. Wait a minute. Hold that thought, boys and girls. So this is fairly, I've gone from I wasn't going to do any fade, I was just going to show you the winter stuff, but as soon as you're all on, little bit, ooh, little bit of green. Because I had some great feedback yesterday after my if you are quick to smudge these, they smudge, but essentially they are smudge proof. So if they're allowed, because they're quite, the eyeliners, although they are pencils, mine hasn't got a great, I've only sharpened it a little bit. I should have sharpened it really probably. So as long as you're quick, you can sort of smudge it in. But they're essentially, they are smudge proof, but only if you're quick. So what do you think? Don't be shy. Say hello. Hello, Sam. Are you on? I saw you jump on. Maybe you've jumped off again. Say hello. Don't be shy. So this is probably my little bit of brows going on, just so that I'm not gappy. I'm not. You can see I'm not taking too much time on this. So those of you that are still on, live tonight. I am going live tonight featuring the husband. He is allowing me to make him over or under. So you are not going to want to miss that. Tony wearing some makeup. Bit of fun. What do you think of that? That's about me, actually, except for a bit of mascara. What do you think? A bit of mascara on, just so I don't know. I'm just going to put the gel on, just so that I can show you that you don't need both. You don't need both on. You need both tubes. 3D fibre lash. There we go. So all I've got on here so yeah, if you're around tonight, pop back. So I'm just going to do the first layer, just as I say, I wasn't going to do my whole face. What do you think? I need to, having put the dry shampoo on, I do just need to brush it through. Look like a scarecrow. So, thoughts, come on, let me know. Got a little bit of greeny eyeshadow on, green eyeliner on rather. Bronzer. I've got BB cream, which is my go-to foundation. I don't tend to bother with foundation unless I'm having a full-on breakout day. Ah, thank you, Jenny. I don't. I think people expect, you know, when I do what I do, I think people expect me to wear a lot of makeup, and I don't at all. So when people say, you know, and I might talk to somebody about the opportunity, and they say, no, I don't really wear a lot of makeup. So nor do I. There are products I like. There's products I don't like. I like being able to play with different things. So like the green eyeliner, for instance, was a good example of that. Never worn green eyeliner in my life. Now I quite like it. Bronzer, I didn't really know what to do with bronzer, but I'm learning as I go. And obviously YouTube is great for ideas and tutorials. So I'm learning as I go. I'm no makeup expert. I posted a thing in the week actually. If you are local, can I borrow your face? And for those of you that think, oh, that might be quite cool, and then you'll see me tonight putting makeup on Tony. I promise you I'll do it better than that. He doesn't know quite what he's let himself in for. Hopefully he's not going to watch this back. Hi, Charlene. Yeah. So do you like the bonbons? They're just like a hint of colour really, but they just feel really nice. They're not too, you know, nothing too committed. But it feels really nice on weather like this. It's just nice. Anyway, so 8:30. Let's do 8:30. So Dexter's definitely in bed. I don't want to freak him out by seeing Daddy in makeup. Yeah, 8:30 tonight. I'm going to be making over the lovely Mr. Ord. So you're not going to want to miss that. Let me know what you think of my face. Be kind. What products you like, what products you don't like. Any other winter skin tips, love those. So I'm going to have a go making my own exfoliating cleanser type thing. So I'm going to have a bit of a go at that. Don't forget, Christmas is around the corner. So while you still have time, don't panic. I'm just starting to show people some of the things I'm putting together. So I've got some lovely little baubles with, so you're literally just paying for the products that are in there. So yeah, they're quite fun. So if you've got somebody you need to buy for this Christmas, or indeed treat yourself, they make quite nice Secret Santa gifts as well. If any of you do Secret Santas like at work or anything, because like the prices start at, you know, sort of £11 sort of up, or £11 to £13 up, depending on what sort of size you want, and so on and so on. There's tons of Christmas ideas. So and I know I'll be made up with makeup for Christmas. So if you have someone to buy for, or if you have somebody who's buying for you, point them in my direction, and I'll help sort you out what you really want for Christmas. Right, I'm gonna go. Thank you for tuning in. Any questions, obviously comment here, and if you'd like adding to my VIP beauty group, please drop me a comment as well. I'll happily do that. I often have giveaways and offers in there, so I get asked a lot about pricing and stuff, so it's all in there. So yeah, so if you'd like me to add you, I'll do that for you. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you ladies all soon.